Hey everybody, it's your old pal Chuck, and I'm back with another review. And today we're taking a look at from the Transformers Legacy United Target exclusive box set 4-pack. This is from the G1 universe, Squeezeplay with its headmaster Logos. Um, just as an aside, Logos does keep its original name, so that's nice. Um, Squeezeplay is a heavy retool of the Titans Return Mind Wipe mold. Now, I do not have Mind Wipe here to compare for two reasons. Number one, that figure's like over 5 years old now and it's been packed away. But number two, I did hear over the years that there was an issue with the wings deteriorating, especially when it's been like repainted like it was with for Convoy Bat and stuff like that. So I don't want to handle it because mine seem to be fine. They didn't rip off or anything. But it is interesting that this is really the only really this Convoy Bat was like a repaint. This is a retool. So this is really only the second retool that Mind Wipe mold, if you count Dracula's as a repaint, as a retool. But it's like I said, it's very heavily done. I really think the only thing that's similar here is the core, and maybe not all of the what would be the robot mode legs, but the transformation and part of it. Other than that, there's a lot of new tooling, new parts attaching. Um, they replaced the bat wings with laser cannons. Now, I heard these are supposed to be able to flip forward in monster mode, and I just don't see how it can be done, especially considering that there is like a natural, there are tabs here on the front that would stop it from slinging forward. One other note about Squeezeplay here is that instead of coming with its rifle, it actually comes with a silver pistol that, had I not looked up Squeezeplay before I started this review, I would not realize this is actually a toy reproduction of Browning from the Headmaster's cartoon. This was the second Gun Robo character to appear in Transformers. In the show, it's more of a bronze brown color, but the toy was released in silver. So there's that. Obviously, you can tell it's that lavender plastic with just painted silver. Um, the shield piece here at the rear, this is new as well. So I'm just going to pop that off now. Let me go ahead and bring Locos out. Does sit in the chest like on the original toy, and this is the same gimmick as from uh, Mind Wipe. Um, Very small figure. I guess I never had Squeezeplay, so I guess this is fairly close to how it looked. But yep. Now, surprisingly, they did not include a way for Locos to sit in the tailpiece, because on the Mind Wipe toy, the tail shield, add-on, that did have a way for Titan's Masters to interact as like sitting in the weapon. That just was removed. I guess since this is G1 Universe, that's considered a gimmick for Titan's Return, where, and that's not included, but very small. I mean, this is actually kind of properly to scale since Squeezeplay was like the smaller headmaster, or as they call them, Japan Headmaster Juniors. But you do have the same articulation as every other Titan's Return style headmaster. Arms and joined legs that can bend forward and back. So we'll just put him aside for now. We'll get to him when we get to the robot mode. Let me just close up the chest here. And now, one thing to note before we get into the transformation is this crab cobra head. Ooh, I just realized that looks a lot like the Cobra logo, like from the Cobra mothership. Oh, I wonder if there's a little bit of uh, cross design there. Oh my, that's actually kind of cool. But um, the head comes separate in the packaging due to storage, and it pegs in very nicely here on the side. Now, I have heard in some places that it came a little warped and was not peg in well. It would pop off during transformation. I've transformed the figure a couple times, so I haven't had a problem. Now watch, when I'm doing it on camera, it's going to have an issue. But the other thing is that if it's not properly installed, the head will sit up a little bit higher than it should and won't sit as flush to the body. So what you want to make sure to do is when you're bringing it up, um, bring it back all the way, um, but then make sure to rotate it down that it will peg in to a slot right under what would be the robot mode crotch. But yeah, I mean, all in all, this is a pretty cool looking figure. Like I said, a really heavy retool. I've actually come to find that the retooled Titans Return figures often come out better looking than the just the straight mainline releases. So start with the transformation. What you want to do is unpeg the Cobra head here, bring it down. Don't peg it into anything yet because you're going to need it to be floating to rotate these guns around. Straighten out what were the crab arms. Open up the feet all the way. Um, these will become the feet of robot mode. Uh, I think it said open up the feet, open up the claws. They will become the feet in robot mode. Now there's a double rotation here. First, you want to rotate right there above the knee, and then you want to rotate at the hip. This will allow you to then bring the leg up for robot mode. And you might notice, you might think like I did that your the legs were misassembled, and that no, when you end up in robot mode with the proper placement, um, you do have the mushroom peg openings facing outward. Once you have that done, just go ahead and rotate the guns here around. And and again, they're going to have that natural stop there, so I'm not really sure what they were talking about having these flip up in beast mode. But go ahead, close up the chest panel. Um, that was really the butt of the beast mode. Now it's the chest panel. There you have the classic tech spec readout. Um, Go ahead, bring the Cobra head up. There's two nubbins here. One will sit right there, and then right under the chin, the Cobra head will peg in. Cobra crab. I think it's like a Cobra crab hybrid. So yeah, it does sit out a little far, but it is secure in place. At which point you can now when you first take the figure out of the packaging, the guns are folded in more, but because of that connection bar there, they do just sit straight. And now we can finish off with the arms here. Uh, Rotate them down on that shoulder joint, and then that inner shoulder joint, and then rotate them up at the ball joint there. Unpeg um, the forearm from the bicep. Rotate at the bicep. Again, the mushroom peg will face outward. I guess the focus was on having a clean looking beast mode. Snap the hand into place and then rotate the arm down. Let's do it again on this side. Up, around. Make sure you do rotate at the bicep and not at the shoulder. Unfortunately, on my copy, the shoulders are a touch tight, so excuse me, a touch loose. So, I mean, they can hold the weapons and stuff, but it's just like a little looser, and they would be floppy. Finally, to finish the transformation, we bring in Locos, fold the arms down, fold the legs up. There's the head mode. Let's pop it in, and nothing happens. Finally, you can peg the tail piece, which on the original toy was a mace. This is more like a shield in one hand, and they show Browning being held as a southpaw, so we'll just do it like that. And there you have the robot mode. Now, just so you know, it does have the ankle pivot, so it actually locks into place. So just make sure when transforming to craft mode, you lock the ankles in. But yeah, there is Squeezeplay in its robot mode. Again, really cool, fun looking figure. I really appreciate the attention to completing these Headmaster Juniors. Yeah, they're retools, but they put the effort into it. And yeah, you had to buy a four pack. As I mentioned with the Cliff Jumper review, this is really the only other figure I'm going to be reviewing from that set. So you kind of have to judge the value to you versus the cost of the set. I think the value is there for me. Getting the two figures that I enjoy and just, and the others. I mean, I know Tarn would have been a little more exciting. And by the way, I should also mention that Tarn does come with Bludgeon's sword. So they included an extra accessory that Tarn never uses, as far as I know. And I think more people would be excited for Tarn uh, if it wasn't for the fact that the original release is getting a re-release. So, yeah, I mean, the figure's articulated. You do get the bonus Browning, so that is kind of nice. If you want to have your Japanese display, you can pass that around to figures. Um, but yeah, I really don't have a lot of negative or any negative to say about it. I mean, I never had the original Headmaster Junior, so I wouldn't know more how it compares. To be honest, as I said at the beginning, outside of the little chest cavity where Loco sits in beast mode and the arms, I don't see a lot of bludgeon here. Excuse me, mind wipe here. Like these legs are new, legs and feet are new. So there's that. Um, I mean, what? I mean, this is a shining example of when the Hasbro designers have the budget and have the ingenuity, what they can do with a retool. I mean, if you just looked at this, and I don't think if I wasn't told that this was a mind wipe reissue, uh, excuse me, mind wipe retool, I would not know. So that does say something. So we'll just go into my final thoughts now. And really, I think you just basically had my final thoughts. I think this is a good figure. I'll say it again, the value to you, you got to balance the cost of the set versus the individual figure. Now, if you want all four figures, then yeah, go ahead. I mean, I was able to get mine on a little bit of a discount. So that kind of takes the edge off a little. But if I was just buying it for like Cliff Jumper and Squeezeplay here, um, I would kind of have an issue because to be able to sell the Tarantulas and Tarn repaints off, it really would just end up taking a loss to some degree. Uh, but yeah, I dig it. Now, I had said in the Cliff Jumper review that while I don't think this set is still available online, it is available in stores. And I actually have seen some random toy hunting videos where they pass through the Transformers aisle, and I do see this four pack. So it is there. Now, I also should mention, if you guys remember, Hasbro did say that they would be cutting back on uh, their production runs because there was a lot of well, they didn't say this, but the issue is there were complaints from retailers about having overstock that was being sent to clearance stores like Ollie's. So I don't know if it's wise to wait for this set to go on clearance or a deep sale or something because it just may not be around long enough. But if you're not married to Squeeze Play or any of the other figures, give it a shot. You might come the holiday season, which isn't that far away now. Uh, you might get a little surprised. But even paying full retail, I think this is an excellent figure. So that's about it for the review. If you like this review, like, comment, and subscribe. While I always appreciate the views, the likes, comments, and subscriptions help communicate to YouTube through the algorithm that my channel should be exalted and held upon high. If I also have a Patreon, if you want to make the ultimate sign of support, it's www.patreon.com/chuckdog1999. All I ask for is $1 a month, $12 a year. No thrills, no tears, no special rewards. All you're doing is helping me help you to help me help you bring figures like this to you, as well as keeping up the infrastructure of the channel. But as I always say, if you can't afford the $1 a month or $12 a year, your views are more than thanks enough. Patreon is just a cherry on top of an already generous Sunday. And if I can make a special mention for those of you who came by for the Transformers 1 and those Japanese Earthspark reviews, please do stick around and subscribe. I've already started to notice the big drop off in numbers going back to traditional generation reviews. And it's a little disheartening because I think we do have some fun here, and you guys would really kind of enjoy what I do. So, yeah, that's about it. Once again, this is your old pal Chuck for Gene 1 Universe Squeeze Play and Logos. We will see you next time.